And here we have some satellite video right now behind me thanks to Les, but let's also take a look at this video.
As you can see by my shirt flopping in the wind here, the winds have definitely become a little bit stronger. Nonetheless, people are still out here on the beach. Take a look. It looks like this guy right here is sunbathing actually. When they tried to pull over a driver for speeding. Now this chase led all the way onto Half Moon Road.
This is the exact moment when the overpass carrying the subway train collapsed. It fell onto moving cars into traffic. 8 people were shot and killed at a FedEx facility in Indianapolis.
Maybe a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for me, but I stood right at the gun line and watched these Marines and sailors conduct live artillery fire. Let me tell you, I am so thankful I brought along some earplugs because it was so loud and it was so powerful that the ground literally shook underneath me.
I asked you during the break to think about your guess, make it appropriate for the news, but do you know what being Fauci'd means in a relationship?
In a relationship.
Now, if they decide they do need to use the tent, they'll pull the plastic cover over you. And my director's in my ear telling me I need one more shot at this cornhole, so here we go. Fingers crossed. That's $100 you owe me.
The phrase was actually coined by the dating site Plenty of Fish. If you don't know, it is a dating site, and it involves saying no to someone who doesn't take coronavirus seriously.
Oh, I was in the ballpark.
Did you Google it?
No.
Yeah, why is that happening? I mean, mine is at least to the side a little bit. Yours is just...
You know what? Mine might be cooler than yours. That's probably why.
The lawn here at the home in Richlands is now clear, but just a few weeks ago, right where I'm standing, there was a giant swastika that was mowed into it. Now, the Onslow County Sheriff's Office is still investigating and trying to figure out who is responsible for this. But today there was a gathering with a Sight on Justice.
We will not stand down until this community makes sure that a thorough investigation is launched, until those who are responsible for this act are located, found, and charged.
Colonel Thomas with the Onslow County Sheriff's Office says this is a priority and a difficult case to solve.
We have talked with all the neighbors, and we do have an individual we're still trying to contact, which I will describe as a person of interest that we do want to talk to that may have some information for us, and we're trying to get that individual to cooperate and come forward and speak with us.
Faith leaders say this is more than just a problem for the family impacted.
Listen, it's about Gum Branch Road for sure, but let's be clarion clear. This goes all across this state, this further past this country.
It makes my family proud to know that it has reached the state level and that there are a lot more people than just our immediate community that are concerned.
Tapresha Cummings and her family won't rest until the person responsible is charged. She's glad to see the local community is not turning a blind eye to it.
We stand in solidarity against any kind of hatred or evil. That's who we are.
And state leaders are right there with them.
The terrorism, the domestic terrorism that takes place in our nation still and yet is appalling, and we have to come together and not stand for it.
Refusing to sit down and refusing to let anyone get away with this.
You cannot convince me that this would be an unsolvable crime.
The concerns are being heard.
We are going to diligently look into it until we have a conclusion.
Now, this is still an ongoing investigation, and anyone with more information about who may be responsible for this is asked to contact the Onslow County Sheriff's Office. Live in Richlands, Molly Levine for News Channel 12. That's right, Frank. It's been a very exciting day here at Carolina East. 42-year-old Anthony Storniolo tells me that he's been in the hospital for 97 days. He was admitted back on August 29th and has been battling with COVID-19 for the last 4 months. He says he is so excited he will be able to be home for Christmas.
I think I've been given a second chance for some reason.
A reason he doesn't know.
I actually should not be alive right now, but Dr. Everett and his team worked hard and kept me alive, and there's a reason I have a second chance. I just don't know what it is yet, but I'll figure it out eventually.
Storniolo says he went to the emergency room with a slight cough, and the next thing he knew, he was on a ventilator.
I was completely, basically unconscious for 6 weeks when I got here.
His family says some days they prayed he would just make it through the night.
Our theme throughout the whole thing was just keep fighting, even when he couldn't hear the words from us or see the words that we could text him. We just wanted him to just keep fighting.
Doctors and nurses never gave up the fight either.
We will do absolutely everything within the realm of spectrum of practice to be able to get you better, and this is one of the success stories.
But now he is going through the long process of learning how to do basic functions.
Not only did he have to relearn his voice, but also how to swallow, how to take his time with things. Literally baby steps, going from here's getting your legs dangling at the edge of the bed, here's how you stand and push with triceps, and here's how you take steps of your own accord.
And medical professionals say he still has a long road to recovery ahead.
Good luck. Be good.
He's never going to be the same. The recovery from this, unfortunately, even in lay press, none of us can tell you what you're going to do once you get out of this.
But with his strong support system, everyone believes Anthony will eventually be just fine.
I will just support in whatever way, if that means coming and helping, sitting with him for a few days.
It's like the family's Christmas miracle.
I'm very happy about that because I didn't get to be home for Thanksgiving. I was here, so it's going to be nice to be home for Christmas.
Now, Anthony will be spending some time recovering at his parents' home here in New Bern. And of course, I had to ask him what is his first non-hospital meal going to be in nearly 100 days. He tells me it's going to be his mother's homemade chicken escarole soup. Anthony, I hope you are enjoying that right now. It sounds so good, and I hope you have a very happy holiday at home with your family. Live in New Bern, Molly Levine for News Channel 12.